with the expectation and the goal of winning this thing.
Yeah, but they've been here before, Doug.
All right.
Today.
That's true.
Yeah,
Literally
maybe
just
last
a couple
map.
of hours ago.
Maybe
Has it
last
been a
map.
couple hours already?
We got C9 on defense, we got Sen on
They are on
attack.
attack to kick off things on Bind. And they don't even have the spike in tow right now.
Yeah, and you don't even know the last time Sentinels have played against a Cypher.
When do
on a
they
map
check
like
the
this.
cam?
It's probably been, I don't know,
Okay, well there you go.
Forever.
maybe 6 months, a year even. Some of these trips might work against them. Might be beneficial for Cloud9. B long space is gathered. Orb onto Zekin. That's info also gathered for Cloud9. Some
Surviving?
rotations
Actually doing
happen.
alright.
Responses
I had a little
to
nap earlier,
up short
Prodigy.
A.
That helped, to be honest.
Just be very careful here, though. This 1v1.
I'm gonna sleep well, though. I'll say that
against the
much.
Viper.
He doesn't have a real way to get out of here. He's digging his heels in.
How are you
And
doing?
he hears all these footsteps. He needs support, and he needs it now.
And the support is on the way. He will find one, traded back out, but again, the reinforcements have arrived. They've got numbers here. The Hawn over the top as John QT falls. And the defense for now has managed to keep the wall up. They've managed to hold the line.
Ooh, that's a little
All
overextend,
falling
but
into
so
the hands
good.
of Redux now.
Is everyone's jolling together?
Rotate away, still in a 1v2, a difficult one to win though.
A lot of time and a lot of space to work with, though. He definitely has this B site for free. He can use Wingman to plant as well. That'll allow him to get some better positioning against this retake.
He's got a hold here. They're going to clear it out. That's exactly what they do. He's got to win these fights out. And meanwhile,
Yeah,
for Cloud9, you don't even
you just see
necessarily have to
Zephyr just
invest. You don't
running
have to
away
get it
after
way.
that.
Moods gets his third as Cloud9 get the pistol.
Yeah.
Wow, and it just comes down to the spot that he decided to plant the spike with
Yeah.
Wingman.
Yeah.
If it's in the left cubby there, it's hard to spam that out.
A deeper angle too, so they have to
I mean,
face
that's
a
their
little
first
bit more
pistol,
out of
though.
Hookah, and that gives them a better chance
Going a
on the
little
fight,
2-1
you're
on
right.
this at the
But,
moment.
but as soon as the spike goes down there from the side of Cloud9, you see the pause.
Goes for
and
the
hesitation. We're not
outlaw.
gonna keep moving forward. We're just going to hold now, because now you have to go and get the spike. It's
Exactly.
very well played. The discipline from Cloud9 has been very impressive in these last 2 maps so far. I know it's only the first round, but
I think that's been a bit of the mold for them all day then.
look at that trip already, getting a tag. No punishment off of it, but something that Center going to have to be wary about in the future rounds.
Toxin screen down.
It's a 3-0 start.
What's
for Luz,
going
by
on
the way.
there? Why is he crouching out?
Great way to kick things off as you think about the pit and its value on a map like Bind.
And his Viper, it's so good, Doug. This is part of the reason why I got picked up onto this Cloud9 roster. When partnerships were going on, he was grinding tier 2 tournaments. He had something crazy, like 130 kills, 70
One
deaths.
person fake
running
or
the
pressure
T2
over
gauntlet.
towards B.
That's
Hopefully
when
they
C9
pull the
picked him up.
rotate to the 3
Just
on
very,
B,
very
and then they can
comfortable
hit
on the sniper
A.
role. Seppa is holding an off angle. Redux, he's going to get
Okay.
caught lacking.
Gets the kill, he insta-clears everything. Let's get the plant with the smokes, though. Nate's
Quite a bit
decent.
of damage on the players in the choke.
Yeah, it's not going to feel good. And then you have Vic you have to deal with just
Oh,
on the other
that's-
side of the smoke, and deal with him they do. Traded right back, though, as the Marshal, or excuse me, the Outlaw.
No scopes with the Outlaw.
Right,
Another one.
he keeps
I feel like
going
we've
for
seen
no
more
scopes of it.
no-scope kills than we've seen scope kills today.
Yeah. Some new tech being shown in this tournament. I think it's going to inspire players worldwide
Yeah, that's
start trusting more into the no-scopes of these guns. I'm probably not the op is so RNG.
No, but the Outlaw, yeah, that's going to be a joy in ranked.
Yeah. Oh,
all
100
all your
100%.
teammates are going to be trying to no-scope the whole time.
I mean, we just met with a fan that's 5 Red Bulls in. That guy's going to play ranked.
He's going to be no-scoping
All night
every single round.
no-scoping
He's
everybody.
5 in.
He might be doing 360s
Jesus.
on it. Who knows?
It's still an Outlaw in the hands of Oxy. 4-1 start for him, 3 pips away from having his ult online. But
The
Sentinels
bonus
in
is
full
decent,
force.
though. They get
A
that.
turn to the flash, a
Get
shot
it
out
still,
from Oxy, a little
though.
bit of damage
Was
dealt, but
this
not
a
enough to find
double? Or was that
lethality.
like first bullet through the wall? Either way,
Does
it's really
feel
good
collab,
damage.
though,
And they have
with
a
that shot.
judge
So
that
second hand,
could
Redux is
potentially
sitting
clean this up.
At 10 HP, 10, 20 HP apiece. Ooh, Zakin playing with fire again.
He's one of the weak
Oh
ones. That's now
man, there's
3
some
members.
low HP.
Very
10,
weak.
18, 31. Oh, nade on your head.
But of course, it's Zekin who gets a kill. How about that?
Yeah, let's look at the
Now
Cypher
they
here.
TP out, they're going to have to deal with that trip.
Everyone's one bullet,
And all
basically.
3 members are the ones here close by. It's interesting. Zelsis is still on the opposite side of the map.
Gage.
No.
And John has crept up A.
Yeah. B-long deposit, though, from Zelsis.
Dude, if they
I wonder if he's gonna
TP
take his time and
here,
maybe
the
a
judge
TP will come
might
through.
be able
But the
to
thing is,
jump.
if they do commit to the TP back B,
Oh my God.
this position, they're rotating back into
At least it's
him.
not Spike.
That weak health with the judge on the other side.
And now they have to commit, Doug.
They've been fully
Dude,
cornered
the
in.
guy going
Again,
back
Zelsis is
to
gonna take all
clear
of
has
his
the
space, but the timing
spike.
is everything.
What
Moose might win the shot by
the?
himself.
Seconds left. One enemy remaining.
They had nowhere to go.
Oh my goodness. This is so reminiscent of that round where they had the C site for free on the last map and they just didn't commit. They had B for free that entire time.
And instead of rotating
10
back, you're
seconds
right.
left.
They just wait too long and it allows
Oh.
Moose to just finesse.
Yeah, lovely
from the flanking
upgrades
market.
on top
That's
of this
the
one as
bonus
well.
round one
Oh,
for
man.
Cloud9.
There's some
With,
devastating
light
rounds for
armor across
Sentinels.
the board. I think a ghost on Moose, or no, on Mitch.
That's just so tough too, man, because you're right. It gave Moose a lot of time to get active and rotate back through market, but the thing is, he had all of that hookah and sand controlled from the beginning.
Oh yeah, it was a double at the beginning there.
And you know what? In the player cams there, I saw Moose have a little bit of a smirk. I don't think I've ever seen that. Usually he's just very about it. He's about his business.
Yep.
He had
Yeah,
a
I mean
little smirk.
damage
He
done
got away
here was
with
actually
murder right there.
huge.
Yet to die. 5-0 for him.
Yeah, Raise ult, so
Plenty
we
of
go
reasons to
anti.
smile.
You can tell C9 have their
Plenty of reasons to
anti-Raise
smirk.
ults down.
Sentinels
This guy's
looking to
always
push the
getting
pace towards
boosted
A.
with
Got
the
satchel out through.
with the
Baker's already
satchel.
dead, but that molly at his feet will not work.
Hooked him.
They've
Another
got,
no scope, this time on the Prowler.
they've got a little bit of space here, and they do still have spike control. They're going to rotate back into the hands
Yeah,
of Moose.
Moose just can just put off
who's
the
been
wall.
a terror so far.
But
Again, a perfectly spotless record, and that might continue here. Yes, it will.
he's 8-0 right now.
8-0 for him.
It's just too easy for him right now. He's getting free kills left and right. Then again, it was the eco round, so to be expected. But you get a player like Moose heating up. Ever the showman.
That's funny.
I think you're right. They're eco frags, you know, whatever. But the truth is, they're not valued any differently when it comes to having a spit up. And
yeah.
so now we're entering round 5 here in a minute. Unless he gets it at the end of this round, he's gonna have a spit.
Yeah. And also, when Moose
30
gets
seconds
online,
left.
he's a shooter, man.
Yeah,
Like, he can take you down instantly.
Yep.
Right now, Sen looking like they're in a pretty bad spot. I like what they did in some of the previous rounds when they try to do an A split and you just kind of bombard the entire site with utility.
mean,
That's the benefit.
Double ult here
of
with the
running this
safe.
double initiator comp. Zelsis getting value here, getting that orb. He's only one off.
Max
course.
value with the orbs. And then, of course, you know, buy the bundle.
What's up with the NRG gun?
Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna say you got the NRG on
can you
there.
explain that one to me?
Nope. Nope, sure can't. Timeout has been called.
A much needed timeout too.
Yeah.
This is make it or break it at this point. I mean, yeah.
Would you say is the
Sentinels,
best way to
they're
deal with
good at
Fnatic Haven
playing
comp?
from behind.
Yeah, it's hard,
They're good at
man. It's a pretty good
comebacks.
comp. You
But
can't let them
eventually,
like
luck's gonna run
farm
out.
over
Yeah, that's not something
towards
you wanna be
C
good at,
orb, so
necessarily.
you
You
need
don't
to
wanna
have like
rely
some
on it,
kind of
that's
punish
for
there, and then
nice to
they
just
just
be in
use
the
the
lead for
wall.
once, huh?
So you gotta like
Without
either
spot or blemish, who's
use
that man on your screen right
Sova
now?
Shock,
8-0.
or you try
To
and
kick things
insert
off,
one over
away
towards
from
C
having
all
his
the
pit,
time.
If I'm not mistaken.
He's looking happy.
You
up
basically
there.
gotta have like
Yeah.
a couple of rounds over towards C long, or you just push mid when they just do their
Right now, I
C
think
default.
Sentinels,
But you
limited
gotta treat him
time
like
they
a
have,
Phoenix comp, because you can't let
tell
him
that there's
get
a
ISO
little
all the
bit
time on attack.
of a disconnect.
And then
when
you
it
don't have
comes
to worry
the
about
spacing
the
on some of
defense. The
these
defense
hits
isn't good.
And what to do after the first layer, you know, after you throw out everything and the sight smoke comes up from the
And then just have
defensive
good
side on A or
anti
B,
or
it B's the
so
Viper
you
wall, of
like
course.
push mid
There's no
or I
follow-up,
mean they only have
there's
one
no
round with their
plan
Yoriel,
two.
right? They just go C through garage.
Very one-dimensional so
You
far.
just
but that's
push
to be
mid or just
expected
push all
from
the
a
way through
team
A
that
and just retake.
has only had 4 days.
Or
playing with
honestly,
each
you
other.
could just absolutely send it into stack C.
Now then again,
But
Mitch,
the
talk to him
Fnatic Haven
backstage.
comp is
This guy
cool,
hasn't played
man.
the
It's
game in 2
good.
months. Literally
It's hard to
straight
play
up.
against for sure.
He straight up
Because
said,
you
"I
have to
haven't
play
played
so
in 2
different.
months."
Like
Like,
no one
that's
really has all of the
absurd.
rounds that you need to play against the Fnatic Haven
Come
comp.
out here and play for a
Because
chance
no one
to go to
plays
Berlin
like
the way that
Sova
he's been
towards C with
performing.
like a breach or
IGL
whatever
in
you
this
would need.
roster, he's really fit to this
So
squad like butter.
you have to just play like you wouldn't have played in prac, so it just feels uncomfy.
What are the adjustments on the other side of this timeout? A lot of presence towards A. But the thing is, Cloud9 have a lot here as well. Oxy will be the first to fall. Zekin has popped his ult. The second Satchel to go forward. He has found Mitch. And he has cleaned him up.
Spike planted.
Moose is going to be on this really late flank, as has been the case before.
And that's where the second layer was. The Satchel over with the showstopper.
Yeah.
Securing the kill into back sight. But the problem is, what are you going to do when you don't have that?
The thing is here too, this feels very slow, and that's certainly.
There was some lovely
that
shots in
might
this.
Wrap up the round. The kill on Vic.
Come on, just get out of there, Moose.
Yeah,
But it
it's
feels
fine
like
to
it took a
lose
little
this
bit
if they
too long.
can
Moose
get like an
finally
extra
falls
kill here. That'd
for
be
the first
huge.
time, all map.
Yeah. They were just going for exits. Pretty smart.
They
Their
still got a
economy
lot of
is very
ults though
healthy.
from
Yeah.
Sentinels.
Oxy, the only one that's sitting at, what, 100? Pretty impressive that he's down
Scrimmed
that low
against the
considering
comp,
his
got
teammates
rolled.
are sitting
Yeah,
at
no man,
7K.
it's a good comp.
He's been a very generous teammate. You would think.
Need healing.
You gotta have anti-ISO, anti-Euros, and then you gotta have
Finally,
the
will
Yor
be around for
punishes.
Sentinels. How can they formulate a plan without the showstopper? to still
Kano,
fight
thank you
backside
for
when
the
that
6
smoke comes
months.
up?
Appreciate that.
I mean,
Thanks
it's
for the
not
prime.
like they don't have the utility to do it.
Tons of utility.
They've got the Dizzy over the top. They have the Eye. They have the Molly from Zealous. They have plenty of tools at their disposal. You're absolutely right. Oxy pulls the trigger. Zekin tries to get away, and he cannot.
Dude, look at Oxy.
And an early start to the round.
Look
It's
at
Oxy. Another
look at
looking
this
for the
kid,
third.
man.
Cannot connect.
Wait, that's a nice shot from him.
But Vic over the top will.
Honestly, these two
And
These
everybody
two
out
can be
there needs
pretty
to get
fun
used
to watch
this
next
1-2
year.
punch combo.
If like they fully pick him up,
The
he's
Oxy
got
and Vic, these guys are so mechanically gifted.
yeah, he frags pretty heavy.
It was just such a good decision from Cloud9 to effectively move the line of scrimmage into their spawn. Right, so they had to dump all this utility. They lost a couple of members before they had even gotten out of A short.
It looked like they were set up for that. Let's just be honest. Right? It's out alive though.
Somehow, just barely, but again, such an
Yeah,
uncomfortable spot to
that
be
was
in.
lovely though. As soon as he uses the fish ult, just
Last man
breed
standing,
Brim.
third round.
Brim ult on his
He's
head,
gonna
so he has
fall.
to cancel it.
Cloud9 gets to 5, and
He
again,
did good to cancel
there
it
was
and get
no
out.
real way for Redux to play that situation out. He
Yeah,
was trying to use his ult
C9's
for a
look
second
great
time
at
in
the
Hookah-
moment, to be
or excuse me,
honest.
in
Shower.
Couldn't.
Oh,
You can tell
Because
that
of the,
they've just been
uh,
practicing a little bit more.
because
Some of the
of
stuff's
Vic's
just
ult,
more
and then,
together.
okay, he's going to funnel out, manages to stay alive, but then he has to deal with the pressure coming in from heaven.
yeah, and who other than Moose, who's sitting at, what, 9 kills at that point? Secures his 10th on him.
Yep.
But yeah, what a good reaction from Oxy, who was basically alone for the first, what, 5 seconds of that round. It felt like they knew that the Thrash was going to be committed either short or shower. And his reaction to pop the showstopper of his own. And then the follow-up kill from Vic, that was so quick.
Wait, Teva ult.
Second ult used, Oxy
Yeah,
cannot satchel
that's
away.
an absolute classic.
Has their combo. They're trying to disrespect this pit. They're going to play right up into it, and they've got to know where they are. Vic and Moose both holding the site.
He's gonna just wrap
Now
around
it's
so
2v2
fast
with the
here.
spike. Looking like it's been committed. Zappa
planted.
with really nice positioning. Do they know where he is?
Enemy remaining.
They know now.
Could go close Skydog.
Seconds left alone, a 1v2. The Star in a position to have to deliver. And he
Dude,
can't.
I mean, even this was a
Spam
really
from the
nice
cage.
round
Mitch
from
gets the kill.
Sentinels,
The
and
defuse
C9
comes
still
through
managed
for
to win
Cloud9,
this.
And this is full steam ahead.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, and that's one way to secure
That's
a
pretty
2v1
telling.
win. Throw a cage
Yeah,
on
Sentinels
second.
actually did really
Make
good
sure he
into this
can't
round.
see anybody. If he does, he always has a chance.
there was another kill at the
There was
beginning
even a
here
dog
that I
there
don't
from
know
Zephyr
how
that
it
he still had
happened.
if he wanted to invest it. Didn't need to
And
at
I
that
guess
point,
it was just
spam
low HP
showers.
spam through the ult.
Yeah, the snowball. It's been real, Doug. 6-1 already.
It is bigger than a snowball now, bro.
I feel like we've just begun. Zekin once more at the top. It's been a little bit of struggle.
Still an outlaw back.
Sentinels picked up Redux and Narrate. I mean, it's two insane players.
A similar setup to what we saw in the pistol out from Sentinels here. But Oxy's
Redux
taking
would have
such
to,
a deep
they would have
line.
to use a stand-in
And they
for a
know
little bit,
that.
but that'd be okay as well.
Curry has the jump spot from spawn.
Yeah, and now he can't anymore. That's an outlaw. If he goes for one more, he's dead. So Sen, they're trying to relieve some pressure by showing some hookah presence.
But there's really nothing to get Oxy off this line. There's not enough noise to be made on the other side. I think the one
Well.
benefit I was going to say is maybe they crunch on him through TP, but you're right. He couldn't jump spot anymore. He does, and he pays for it.
I think that's exactly what they needed to do. You're right. They needed to try to crunch on him. Maybe it was going to be off of that other jump spot Curry did, but it was so risky. And now you're so limited on what you can do. And this whole time, by the way, C9 do not have to worry about U-Haul at all, because there's a trip there.
So they know they haven't lost that area of the map. Again, this Cypher utility has been a treat to watch.
Yeah, the Cypher pick in general has been so devastating.
I thought Moose was going to get a
Whoa.
free one there.
What?
It wasn't him. It was actually Zeppa.
Wait. Wait, what? Dude, Zeppa's been playing insane.
Again, Zekin
That
alone.
is one of the fastest transfers I think I've
Where
seen.
was that in the Ludwig Radiant match that we saw earlier? Oh, Oxy to close it
Dude,
out
every
with
time the
headshot
Sentinels
on the
look like they
second.
kind of have some way in,
they'll
they
get an
just get
upgrade as well.
absolutely stomped
This
back.
is after a timeout has been used, too.
Just brutal. Curry got absolutely smoked in that jump spot. I think they were definitely trying to
Don't
set
worry,
up a
Jasper, I
Showers
got him.
pinch. It's a little too wide there, buddy.
Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's fun to do it.
Oh man, Zeppa.
Enemy remaining.
His aim has been looking so crispy.
All day. 8-1 right now. We've talked a lot about Moose, and for good reason, but I didn't realize he's only died once, too.
Yeah, I mean, actually, it just hasn't been many kills.
Another outlaw. There was nothing to cover the other side of short. And so he gets punished for it. Now they're going to try to speed things up here a little bit. No trips to keep him back. They've got the cam, sure. But Mitch has to respect this. Yeah, he can't
no
get
way.
out. He's dead.
No way.
Nicely handled by Vic. And now they have the pit that they're going to have to deal with. They need to find some success here, but they don't really have the weaponry for it. A couple of sheriffs and an outlaw.
And look at how worried Sentinels are about this flank. I think Moose has to show right now in heaven. And maybe then they'll train their eyes off of short. There it is, that molly might be enough.
They're all huddled in, corralled, controlled, confident, but contained.
Oh
Bad,
my.
almost connects on the second.
60 HP for
Yeah,
him.
we got some time running low here.
Starting to creep forward into the green goo. Redux will be the first to fall. The pit's still in play though, and time is short.
Did they get
Got
half?
him off of it, but now the pit goes down.
No,
and
didn't get half. What
That's
a
really close. That's gonna be
big
way
kill that
close.
was.
I don't think he's gonna get it. Yeah, and he stuck around a little bit too long. A thrifty round.
Yeah,
win
really
for
important
Sentinels.
kill that one.
Stealing the round away, Sen.
And it was off the satchel.
Yeah.
A satchel getting him off the defuse secured the round.
Also, Curry sneaking by, letting one of the players on that retake through towards Shower, securing the kill on the diffuser.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
shouldn't have happened.
just unlucky. Chop it up to unlucky. But this,
Enemy remaining.
Vic, he walked right past Curry, allowing Curry enough time to take off Zeppa.
Okay, they actually going back to
But
B
still,
with this. They make it
see
look like it's their
Sentinels
normal B hit,
Win a round back, and it's always been answered back by Cloud9.
and they hit A. It pulls a rotate out,
And it
but
feels
this
like
is a
the
great
timing
Sky
for
Flash, man.
comebacks and
Sky Flash,
stuff like
once
that,
the
those
molly
windows
lands
are
over
getting
towards it, see if anyone's actually following it up. Means that the three-person can stick here. Dude, every time this guy Gecko ults, he feels like he's getting a Brimwall in his head, but the Brimwall went to the here, and he was here.
But it's traded back 33 HP for Vic as he's trying to huddle back into U-Haul.
Spike planted.
Somehow finds enough safety to stay alive. Moose has now joined the fray. Zeppa's on a flank. But the spike has been planted. Curry on the swing. Vic is now dead. And they know where Moose is too. Given how they've played the rest of this half, you've got to suspect there's a flank as well.
Yeah, most definitely.
And that explains Sean's position.
Player standing.
They find him. Zelsis cleans him up.
16
And Moose
HP.
has no choice but to save.
So for the first time this map, Sen won 2 rounds in a row. Maybe bringing some of that momentum back in their favor. Building up a little bit more of their own economy to try to bring this to a 7-5.
The Gecko ult affected by Stim Beacon? Yeah, you can make it faster.
7-5 is not bad. I mean,
Not
compared
bad.
to the start that they had, it's
Yes.
a miracle.
Yes,
What do you mean?
it'll give them a chance.
It seemed like they might have been dead in the water. It seemed like they may have been done.
It sure felt like it. I'm sure Cloud9 felt like they had this one in the bag as well with how things were going.
It's a fickle game.
Yeah, you can never count Sentinels out. And now, Perhaps a timeout from the side of Cloud9, trying to ice any momentum that Sentinels have accumulated in these last 2 rounds.
It's a timeout called by Cloud9. I mean, they have them, so there's really no
Could
reason
still be a
not to.
decent score from
It's not like the
Sentinels.
le-
If
the-
they get
the
every round
lead is
now,
currently
it's
under
actually a pretty
threat,
good
but
half, yeah.
It's a great timing for a timeout.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
agree.
like W for Imi.
Getting a chance to get involved in the conversation before it gets much worse.
Yeah, hey guys, we have a big lead. Play normal. You don't need to do anything crazy. Play to our retakes. I feel like the difference in the last couple rounds compared to the dominant rounds of Cloud9 have been the picks going the way of Sentinels.
Alec Y with the
Cloud9
Prime.
can
Thank
go
you
back
for
to
the
that
60
disciplined
months, man.
approach, play that retake game. They've
Have the
looked
game
better.
been not too bad? A little bit scrappy, but I
cohesive
mean, we
unit, they have
expected
looked
it
better.
to be like that.
But the cohesion
A lot
will
of
have to
stand-ins.
stick around for a little bit longer if they want to put Sentinels away, if they want to avoid a map 3. It kind of has to happen now because Sentinels seem to be finding their footing. Again, I think you're absolutely right. They've managed to get a couple of these picks. All of a sudden, these kills are going their way that weren't going their way in the past. And the adjustment for Cloud9 right now is pretty clear. Oxy has given up the Outlaw. He's gone towards the op.
Oh my god, that nade
just a 1 for
landed
1.
on his
Yeah,
head.
he tried to double dip there.
Whoa,
and he gets punished for
whoa,
it. How does
whoa.
Vic win that?
And he knew
He
was
wins
coming.
that.
John was ready for it.
Yeah,
I mean,
John and
Vic was
Johns should be
stopping
winning
at
that.
light speed because of that stim. He's still going. He's zooming.
Like he's playing a different game. Meanwhile, the
my God.
op can pick back up.
Nah,
The
how's he
satchel
still
from Zeki.
alive?
Vic gets another.
Oh my god, he's killing everyone.
That's incredible.
This was the craziest round for a Brimstone main. And he's not done yet.
Yeah, he got healed up during all of that as well.
But what a round from
Dude,
Vic.
insane round from
Heroic.
insane round from him.
Up the op.
Last round before the switch.
So they're
What's
gonna
up,
let that one
Rossi?
go.
They're not looking
Well,
too
the
bad.
money situation is
Looking like the
they have
most
enough
drilled
to
team out
repress,
here.
and yeah, given that it's the last
They've
round
been
of the half,
trialing a lot.
really no reason not to.
Gotta
Wow.
see a replay on that whole round from Vic.
Might be
That
due
was
to
insane.
that.
Just a speed demon in showers.
Full
He's
guns.
sitting at 14 and 6. I'm so sorry. He's sitting
Yeah,
at
no, no.
14 and 6.
What the hell?
Take it away, bro.
Abraham,
It's just been a
what
ridiculous
the?
performance from members of Cloud9. And it reflects in the score.
Fire in this hole.
Again, that's from really far back. You've got the trip, you've got the tether. Zelsis will fall, but Zekin will too. And so they try to brute force their way out on A, but once again they
Man,
slam
Vic's
into this
great.
wall.
Vic's great.
Still a couple of members here from the defense. They haven't gotten any showers control. They haven't gotten any backside control either. And a freeze on the round.
And if they can freeze for long enough and not give any info out from the jiggles of this player in heaven or showers, they could have a chance at busting open this site.
I mean, they don't have any smokes. There's nothing to deal with that heaven angle, and then there's going to be a swing out from shower. Somehow Redux wins that out, but when you're outnumbered like that, it doesn't add up.
Yeah. Camera's gonna be huge on this as well.
Heaven as well.
You can just wait for him to move and tag him with the
At
cam.
least get the spike down. But he had no idea where both members were. You called out the double up in heaven, and that
Oh,
proved to
that.
be his demise. A 9-3
Dude,
half
9?
for Cloud9.
And these trips from Mitch, look at that. One high for the Raze ultimate. The other one was showers as well. No one broke that trip for Zekin.
Switching sides.
He got fully hit by it the entire time. There was wall hacks on him for the whole round.
Hopeless.
It's just a free kill.
And a 9-3 half for Cloud9. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Sentinels, yeah. I mean, it's the classic pistol bonus. Wait, Prodigy is still here. I thought you went in bed. I prefer bind comms with Cypher or double initiator. I think I prefer double initiator. But I like how much deeper the way to play Cypher is at the moment. It used to be like pretty one-dimensional with just like you could just contact into B, right, and just walk. But like the trips on Hookah are really strong. The aggro trip on Showers is really strong. Like the gameplay with Cypher's got a lot better. But I still I don't know, I still like Double Initiator, man. The 100 Thieves comp, you know, the one that has just like all the strong ults. I just think that is that's a nice way to play. But it's not like I think one like I don't think one comp is better than the other really. I just think that's what I prefer. It's not like I would look into a comp and be like they're running a Cypher. They shouldn't be doing this. Cypher's just insane at the moment also. Talon, you think teams should be playing the Talon 9 lives comp every map? Yeah, the no movement duelist comp.
Cloud9 find themselves 4 rounds away.
Of course,
from
Alec.
Berlin.
Thank you for saying that also.
What a spot to be in, man.
This map is fixed to have double smoke. It just has to have a Viper. And I mean, yeah, essentially, yeah. The Viper brings too much value, and then you can't run the solo Viper, man, because
we had to call it Zeppa. He was 8-1 at one point.
Just outrageous.
And then Vic.
Where did he come from? Out of nowhere, he's sitting at the complete top.
Yeah.
All the
Dodge
smiles.
GDF with the Prime. Thank you for the 5 months, man.
I mean, this is the strongest.
W5 months.
Cloud9
Thank you
has
for that,
looked.
mate. Appreciate the Prime.
And when you're performing like this without Oxy teeing off, that's a good sign. That's a very good sign.
I will say though, his Raze ultimates have been great. His target selection on him as well. Perfect.
Been very impressive.
I know my Raze ults don't look like that in game.
It's impressive. Also running the
Something
solo
has to
smokes.
be
Yeah, but they
solved
run
for
the
Sentinels, and it has to be
deadlock
solved right now. You've got to win
Cypher,
the pistol.
which
And it's tough because pistols are.
I mean, which honestly has a crazy high win rate.
But you've
I
gotta
don't. Again, I
figure it
don't
out
think
here.
it should. But if teams haven't watched other
You're gonna have to
regions,
deal
then
with
you
the
don't really know how it
constant work
plays.
from a Viper or the Cypher of Moose and Mitch.
That
But yeah,
eye didn't
Viper's
tag
just
anyone.
too
They've
strong on
already
this
crept
map,
up towards
right?
short.
Stuff like this can happen
Such
where
a
you push
fast
over
pace
towards here,
already.
and just this wall.
First
Even if we
wave
ignore
of
like
the Viper
this,
wall, getting all the way, you
this
have
is
so much info
nice,
gathered.
but
Meanwhile,
this is
Mitch
just
all the way up
essential.
into Hookah on the other side of the map as well.
See if he gets this kill, he'll call his team back. What an awkward 1v1.
And there's no way that John could have known how far up he was at that point.
You
And so now
gotta,
they have
I mean, you
so
gotta have
much
an
room to work with.
idea.
The TP
but-
going off suggests that they're headed back B, and they're right. So the rotates come back from Sentinels towards B. Still a minute left in the round. though.
Area, thank you so
Cloud9
much,
can play
man.
this a million
Appreciate
different
that with a
ways.
YouTube membership. Welcome in. Is that how I say your
Yeah, being
name?
broken in the elbow.
Aria?
Makes C9 believe that it's maybe only one player here, but it's actually a whole squadron.
Yeah, this stack is difficult to
Hey,
push
nice
into.
results on this one. This is a huge
They
flash
didn't
from
have a
Redux
gun
as well.
advantage or anything like that.
And I get the idea of what Cloud9 were trying to cook up here, but they didn't let it cook enough. They didn't wait enough time
Yeah, maybe
to
they had to
bait
wait
out the
longer.
rotations from those B players to come over. When Oxy TP'd, it was way too early.
Or even, I mean, even Oxy TPing, I don't know that I necessarily mind that, but the time in between his TPing and them hitting the site.
It's too obvious.
Yeah.
But C9 go A. I think they thought they were going to run back. I should have watched to see what
They
Oxy
didn't give
did on
enough time for
the
rotations to even come through
on
in
the
first
site.
place.
I think he
What
TP'd,
an
right?
entry from Oxy, though.
Yeah. I mean, he found an opening.
Yeah, they kind of had to. It's pretty much what
Sen have
Baby
a
Bay was
chance.
saying. Spot on.
They
I think.
have a chance.
It's the Sentinel's way.
And man, it's been
B9
so
Eco,
quiet in this
bring
arena.
back the old Gambit.
Sentinels.
Damn, dudes.
What are you guys doing? You guys
Bring
supposed to
back
have
the
their
Gambit
back.
with the wall that splits off half and then we pinch. So like you
No real
walk up,
purchase
you
on site
insert one
Cloud9.
here, and you pinch over towards,
Different Viper wall.
Close
Expansive
showers.
analysis.
and then you get a
Really
plant.
nice. I mean, as soon as the utility comes through, that's the cue.
Yeah, this is what Gambit did on the anti-eco, or the eco
A little
every
bit of
single
afterburn
time.
right there. Got him in the last
Combined.
tick.
You can pretty much bring up every Gambit game and they would do this if they lost pistol.
Power the Phantom,
There's
baby.
maybe like 3 or so that they didn't out of like 40.
Wingman is going to tag. The spam coming through on Vic, who's got a little bit of health left. And so for Sentinels here, if they want any real possibility of getting back into this map, You have to get through this as cleanly as possible so that you can try to convert this
Hey,
bonus.
what? Zelsis, with the defuse, gets his ult, so that bonus that they need as well is very much on also.
Yeah, now you hear the Sen fans cheering up, trying to ramp up their team. And yeah, speaking of ramping up, Zelsis getting 4 into that round, and also the defuse grants him that Brim ultimate. So now you have a big ult to work with to try to win this bonus round. And he even gifts his gun to Zekken, I believe, who now has full armor, a Phantom to work with. A pretty smart play right now for Zelsis, because if he gets a tag, maybe he can catch somebody out with the ult right after.
Yeah. A Judge, a Spectre, light armor on 2. But you're right, the ult from Zelsis.
It's a make it or break it right now. He's got to get value with it. He wants to invest it into this round. He needs to invest it into this round.
I mean, there's no reason not to. It's so early in the half, and you're still down 4.
But if they can win this bonus round, Doug, all of a sudden, you're sitting at a 2-round deficit.
Cloud9 have just been so good.
He's done pretty well here.
It feels like a monumental ask.
They're trying to bait out these Viper walls, these smokes from the side of Sen.
This is a 1v2 for Mitch. If they swing into him, that's trouble. The Dizzy comes through. He almost gets a
Yeah,
second.
they at least take sight for
But
this.
John
Keep an eye on the
cleans
guy
things up.
pushing elbow.
Meanwhile, off of that, they've
Like
fully
a
lost B
leak
site.
out.
And
It's
they
a
know that
weird
John is
smoke
there.
at spawn. Wait,
They should've
wait.
known John is there. That's
What?
messy. That's
How is
ugly.
John losing some of these jaws?
Meanwhile,
I'm so
Zelsis
confused.
not able to land the shots with the Marshall, not able to get the kill.
And not able to stop the defuse.
Player standing.
Redux left in a 1v2. Zeppa weak. Difficult, but doable.
Both players on the left side of Octagon. If
Off
Redux
day?
uses his
Yeah, I mean,
volley
honestly, when you
correctly
take like a big
here,
break
if he
as well,
guesses correctly,
can be a bit like
But
that.
I mean, that's like a 1 in a million. How would you know?
maybe
He's
Ooh.
gonna spot one.
Remaining.
And there's no way he
Ooh.
expects the second one there. There's the swing on
Hold
from
up.
Moose. He tries to catch the timing. Off of the tap. There's the swing. Doesn't land the shot the
Moose,
first time.
man.
Can't the second
What
either.
the?
Moose cleans him up. Cloud9 gets a 10.
Moose is so good in the 1v1 scenarios. Every single time.
Dude, how Zeppa got this
feels
kill
like he
though?
makes the right play. At least the high percentage play. And that kill
yeah.
not going the way
Yeah,
of
that
John.
jump up got him.
So unfortunate, but
He's had a rough map.
yeah, it was still winnable though. How many Marshall shots were whiffed from Zelsis there? It's not a gun that he's used to having every single day. Maybe if he kept that Phantom, he gets that. It's a 3v3. He could commit the Brim ultimate at that point.
Yeah, I mean, but I put that in Zekken's hands too.
Yeah, but the fight was beckoning him. I don't blame him for going for the repeat, what, 4 or 5 times?
Yeah. Now 2 ults on the side of Sentinels. Meanwhile, again, Cloud9 just continue to look as good as they've looked really all day, with the exception of the first map. Oxy
I mean,
within
there's
arm's
3
reach
people
of a
that can
showstopper, and that will
get
convert
wrecked
it.
from this.
The orb
They
scooped
set him up
V-Long.
towards showers with
And
a
now the
fade
map.
eye early, I
Oh,
think, and then they rotate
there's-
the fade
And
eye.
they
The
also
fade
baited
even.
out a Brim smoke, and it's not in hookah. It's in Octagon. So that should be an indicator for Mitch to realize, okay, the Brim has leaned towards B already.
I think
This
that's why he
guy's
sees
full
Zelsis
armor,
take a
so he
bit
can
of a step
tank one of
back,
these.
too.
That's a
2
lovely
shots
little
delivered,
jiggle
the
from
threat
him.
now very much aware. Oxy satching forward. The nade's going to buy a little bit of time. Great response, but now the reaggress. He's not going to find a kill, but he's going to find a little bit of space. Zekken has to connect here, but Mitch is just sharp
Oh,
on
it's
it.
a combo.
Now the ultimate.
That is an absolute combo.
Right, Redux will join him. What else can Moose do?
And Heaven
Push
gets this
forward.
kill.
Player standing.
Borderline flawless.
Hey,
up
nice
until
shots
this
in the
point.
end there.
John with 2 in the round for Sentinels.
Absolutely fried with that Brim ultimate and the tether from John.
Use a gun. Whichever.
That was a really good retake from Sentinels. The utility was on point. And yeah, Zekken, he drops right there, but it was all to try to support him to live. They somehow knew that Cloud9 were going to take that fight all the way into backside, try to punish Zekken, who only had an outlaw there. And he did get punished, but on the other side, he ran into a Brim ult and a tether.
That's a tough spot to be in for anyone. Cloud9
It wasn't Brimwell
timeout.
Teva, was it? I
They're
thought it was
still up 4 rounds, very reminiscent to
thought it
what
was
we saw in the
Gecko.
first half.
I think it was Gecko and
yeah, it was a 4-round lead.
Brimwell.
For Cloud9, Amy calls a timeout, and now a bit of a similar situation. Yeah.
What a legend. An absolute legend. We truly are blessed to have Zellsis in the league
Yes, we are.
and at this tournament.
Yes, we are. Again, 4 rounds up for Cloud9. There's been an attempt at a comeback, and it's slowly and steadily been building for Sentinels, but as has been the case most of the day today, and even, I mean, even in the series, when Sentinels start to claw back, Cloud9 slammed the door on them.
Yeah. And it's a lot easier to play the utility game, I feel like, on the defensive side.
Yeah, this is a
because there's only so
brutal
much
eco,
that
man.
C9
You
can use to
got
entry into the site. I mean, you really only have Sky
the
Flashes
one hero
and
gun, which they drop
satchels.
on
That's such a
Oxy.
deep smoke,
And there goes the hero
and
gun.
Oxy just checks it. He face checks the smoke, and he dies for it.
Yeah, Zellsis is 2 on point right now to be falling for something like that. Keep in mind, it is just kind of a force buy. A little bit of a thrifty buy. Moose. Moose in 1v1s, man. I'm telling you, Doug. This guy is on something with 1v1s. Full running wide swing.
And the thing is,
outlaw.
there's like a gun down now, so
second to
you kind of
left.
think that they're gonna heavier protect it, even though honestly it's an outlaw and you can leave it.
Now
Cypher
you-
ultimate.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
nice
a little bit of info
though.
gathered, along
Yeah,
with
and
an
they
outlaw.
get the ult, they get the info,
4v2.
they get a lot of space
They're
with
gonna
it.
find the right timing. They're gonna
Cypher
find the
ult's
right
kind of
site, too.
situational, so it's like not the worst using
The
the
rotations will
eco.
not come through in time, and so the question is, do the two
Flash
members of Sentinels
through.
on site
Well, I
give
thought he was
this
gonna
face
flash
up,
showers for the
or
guy's
Do they
showers.
try to fight and win this 2v4?
Wait,
Spam through the
That's
smoke
for
from
smoke.
Mitch on a Curry? How did he know?
That's a tough way to go. Celsius looking to get 2 on the site, 3 on the round, looking for the 4th, but Mitch bests him.
yeah.
Redux and John now starting
delay,
to rotate
bro.
over.
Ooh,
Zeppa
I
has
don't
to
know
take
about
a
that.
step back, but he can't quickly enough.
There's the TP.
He's gonna get there ahead of him,
He has a trip.
but he's in a 1v2. Waits for just a moment. Further swing, the Prowler goes out, the Wingman goes out, the kill comes through for Redux. Sentinels sticking around.
Yeah, just too much utility to deal with. The wingman running in. The Fade Prowler.
They got
as
it pretty
well that he has
close.
to flick to, all
Honestly,
while
considering
getting
this
swung.
eco, like one Guardian hero,
I mean,
they
there
did
was a small
great.
time window there.
It was actually super
It
winnable.
quickly shut when he hesitated for just a second to see if there was going to be an early swing.
Absolutely, and Zellsis, he really bailed Sentinels out of this round by getting 3 right there.
He's 19 and 12 right now, so it hasn't just been this round that he's bailed him out of.
He's popping off, man.
Still down 3. Early flash, space given up. And the dog, too.
It's only 2 here, though. Here comes the A hit from the side of C9.
It was 2 in the previous round, but they have guns here. It's not the same
Yeah,
situation.
and they secure showers, so they kind of know this is a plan.
Cloud9 much
We
more
got
potent in their
Brimwell.
ability here. Off of the
Wait.
swing, Moose falls.
Got Brim 1 away from his ult, sorry, once he
Trying
gets
to
the
get
plant.
back sight, but Cloud9
And
haven't
double
able to find
kill
a way
from
in.
Zecca.
Zeppa will fall too. Can Mitch keep him back with a tether? Snaps on
Nice
John.
shots.
Can't get out is Vic.
Player standing.
Wow. And Oxy, who had satcheled up just a couple moments ago, still sitting here. He's left alone though.
They know.
In a 1v3, forget it, bro. How does he do this? Finds this one. Goop in his face. Cannot convert. Dre, they're doing it again.
Zellsis is stepping up huge right now. The impact he's getting with a lot of these peaks. It's swinging the rounds in their favor. His presence alone, his aura. C9 can feel it in the server right now. That second kill from Mitch, though, man, that was beautiful to see. It was so crispy. Just not enough, though. Zellsis, he's too fast right now.
21, 12, and 12.
Yeah, well, I
Another
mean,
Brimwell.
orbs are everything on this one.
And you have a couple of ults that are coming up online for Sentinels too.
They go 3-person
they've got
heavy,
money
try to
for
get this
days.
fade ult.
Cloud9 have to find a way to stop this bleeding.
Eye goes in as well, so they get
We're headed
Raze ult,
in.
and then now they can get fade ult if they want. Okay,
And
not
at that
super
point,
greedy.
Haven is
This
just
was
a
nice though,
toss-up.
I like this.
It's anyone's game at that point.
Smoke goes in. It's like
A
a double
Bucky and a
combo. You
Guardian
get so much for it.
for the attack.
Smoke, tether, sorry, smoke
With
fade
the stinger to
eye,
short things
and you
up.
get the orb, and you potentially kill someone through
with
it.
this cage yet. A great nade.
He's gonna flush him out backside. Redux has nowhere to go. He's got to try to stay alive. Meanwhile, Lich is the first to fall. Curry
Wait.
and John, what a hold on the site.
Nice, convincing rounds.
Flawless round for Sentinels.
I don't know how Redux lived right there. He ran through his own Brimalt, trying
Yeah,
to survive, and he did just that. I mean,
And-
half
and
the
they
site
use
just
their
got
Brimalt
cooked to
though,
a
right?
crisp. Nowhere to go. And just like that, we're within one round, Doug.
The situation is slipping.
You can never count Sen out.
6 of the last 7. The way of Sen City. The comeback is not done, but this would be ridiculous.
look at Zelsis. Yeah, every single time they pretty much try and do this combo at the
wanted that
beginning,
fight so
right?
bad.
Some fade eye with a smoke somewhere,
So wise
back
to
to
back
back,
up, though.
over towards showers, over towards here now.
A cheeky little set play in the beginning of the round, though. Doing a deep smoke on short A, the eye to see the market guy. If that doesn't get broken, there's a chance to just spam through the smoke.
And they've been throwing that eye a couple of times. And that smoke. Remember a couple of rounds ago, it was Oxy who just faced it. But this time they tried taking space. Oxy actually get out. He's got a satchel through. He's down to half health, but he stays alive.
Fade outs
Meanwhile, the
so
Rifles can
many.
attack a couple of
Maybe
members.
Zep can win the
Four members
rounds.
or 3.
Okay,
Oxy's
yeah, this should be a
trying
done round still.
Rejoin his
Ooh.
team, but they haven't really gotten back out onto site yet. Yeah, they have Lamb's control, but what they're looking for is safe passage out. Unless Curry can do something about it here.
We've
He's
seen
gonna
people.
face the wall and the spit at their feet. He still gets a kill.
One enemy remaining.
Wait,
Not again, man.
They're
Huh?
doing it again. Vic in a 1v3, 61 HP, fully surrounded. With nothing that he can do.
very
Even if
nicely
he
handled from
somehow found
Sentinels.
the two,
Wait, what on earth is this?
he was done.
What happened with the Brim
I
kill?
can't believe we're saying this. We're tied.
Celsius with the molly through the TP. And then he flanks all the way around market. So there's no audio cues that he's actually on the flank. So yeah, even if somehow there's a pop-off moment, he will still secure the round. Oh, and he hurt him too. Finally, some of that luck going back in favor
that-
for Sentinels.
Yeah. I don't know, man. He kind of just walked into it.
And the buys, they just haven't been the same for C9. I feel like it's been light armor almost every single round.
Yeah, it's been hobbled together.
Cage triggered.
You're feeling the lack of utility, the lack of initiating from the side of C9. That Cypher isn't getting much value on this attacking side.
He's been tagged, but he's got help. Can the nade do any damage?
I mean, they
No.
kind of got a lot from it.
And a lot of utility was blown just then and
Yep.
now.
You get the thrash and the nade.
C9 have a big opportunity here. There's no more prowlers.
No real way for him to scoop the thrash up again for a second dip.
If there's ever a moment to stop the bleeding, it's right now, when there's little utility.
Oh, that satchel just pops Elsis all the way up.
Surely it makes it obvious, but maybe if Zekin shows, it won't be so obvious. No, it is.
Yeah, I feel like Zeppo was on top of that. It was nice comms from Oxy to call it, I'm pretty sure.
It took a while, but it seems like they finally managed to stop the
The
bleeding.
good news is as
The
well,
lack
they
of
have a
utility,
lot of
so much
ults online.
invested from Sen early on. Wait a second.
Every kill here is like really important.
Yeah, but
With
this
all of
Redux kid,
this,
he's been cooking.
Like, money's
The
low.
shadows.
Got one member weak, Zep at 21 HP. Time is just so short. And he's got to be so careful about clearing every single corner. He's going to get the second, the pre-fire, in case there was a swing, and there was not.
He has a molly for this box.
I'm still not fully sold. Yeah, Vic, really nice positioning out from showers. It's just so tough in a situation like that, but he's got wingman on it. Gets cleared out, doesn't even get to half, so Redux's job just got so
still though,
much
it
harder.
is great damage in the end.
Cloud9 finally went around again.
If they
and that's what
if they
gives them
put
the lead
Wingman on
once
this a
more.
little bit earlier and had
There
both of them
was
to
almost a
defend,
window of
maybe there was a
opportunity
chance.
there. Had wingman gone onto the spike so both players could be geared and ready for those swings. That was the opportunity that they needed. But investing in actual player to try to get half there, that was the demise. That shower flank was everything. A free kill. Cloud9, they take advantage of all that blown util in the beginning of the round from Sentinels. But we have an operator online from the side of Zekken. And again, a scrappy buy from Cloud9, even though they just won that last round.
I mean, the scrap worked in the previous round, so who knows?
They were aware of proactivity around that hookah area. But with no reclear, this allows for John QT to lean over towards that A site. All of Showers is under control. It's going to be a late lurk.
Vic cannot overstep
They
here.
take so much of it.
Time.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Zekken
I mean,
is
does
feeling a lot
Zekken
of
hit
pressure that's
this?
coming in from the push towards short. And the dog, they know where he is. But he still hits a shot. With the dog nipping at his heels. Oh, we might be tied at 11 again.
I don't know. It's a pretty good Viper ult.
Online right now. Anything is possible.
They just have a little bit of utility. They should
We
be
use
able to clear
Wingman
this
to
out, but
clear.
it cannot be ignored, if nothing else. Starting to dump some of that utility through.
Lovely
Couple kills
trip,
going
man.
through the way of Cloud9.
Oh, it's a big play from Redux.
3v3. Still, Moose's pit in
Oh,
play.
that guy's 1
Curry's
HP.
now down. They've done this.
Super doable.
What can Zeppa do? Curry's already gotten it to half. It's going to be the 1v1. It's a shoulder thrown at first. Can he swing all the way out? Baiting him.
Damn, he played that well. He's been playing great,
Zeppa
man.
wins that.
Zeppa's been playing great.
Cloud9 series point.
The pre-fire at the end from Zeppa. Years of experience, the veteran of this roster.
EE89, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the tier 1. Thanks for the 2
What
months.
a play.
Yeah, that was a big play.
Zeppa has been a stud for Cloud9.
It'd be awesome if he could keep up this performance for like,
And he shows up
most
in
of
the
the
biggest
year.
moment so far.
Unreal.
as in like next year.
And Zekken, yeah, he was
Because we
getting
definitely
wrapped
didn't
by
see
that dog,
his.
but just the
We definitely
awareness
haven't
to
seen
have,
his full potential like last
just to
year.
push out of Showers there. So the
Well,
dog
I
doesn't
guess
see him the
this
whole
year.
time. That's
I
what
dude, I
got
keep
him that
thinking
kill
we're
on
in
Vic.
next
It
year.
didn't matter at the end of the day, but
Okay, 2
those are things that
chances.
you just can't teach, man.
Potentially the last round of the tournament. And again, a weird buy. Oxy's on a Bucky in light armor. Couple of ults on the side of the defense. But the attack has the same. And they're notable ones at that. If they want to fully aggress
Do you
into
not
this
just
pit with
combo
Zeppa's ult, they
these?
can.
Like, is this not just
And
a
then a crunch
done
out
round
from
to get
Oxy towards
through
Showers?
this? You dog fast, then Seekers. Dog fast, then
Sky
if it
ultimate,
hits, then you
Brim
Brim
ultimate.
ult. Yeah,
It's gonna be
dog
so
fast, you
hard.
try and
It's
get a
gonna be very
tag.
hard, this. He's gonna have to hit.
Then you do Seekers.
He's gonna have to give this up.
And then
If he
you
doesn't,
stim
he's gonna
pack
get
and make sure you
crushed.
can send it through.
But he stays.
You gotta let the Seekers get to
Minus
like,
time.
what, here? So this guy needs to be
I wanna face
spamming.
this right now. Oxy's gonna double satchel into the Viper's pit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Here
we
we
They
go.
are gonna try to
Seekers
brute force
goes
their way
in, we
through
get
this.
no
First the flash,
spam.
then the Seekers,
We
no
get
command
no
from
Brim
Oxy
ult.
yet. But they've got
Honestly.
the pit. And now the ult, backside. Got a little
Great
bit of
nade,
space here.
man.
Redux is now starting to join the fray. He's the one who has the ult in hand.
20
Can
seconds
they
the
contain?
plant.
Can they keep things up until
They
he
short here
arrives?
to stop the plant
Now
again.
the Thrash on its way through. 13 seconds left. They haven't fully gotten
Yeah,
out
they gotta
onto the
commit
site
to
yet.
this. This all comes down to Oxy and Showers,
Now
really.
committing. 1 for 1. 8 seconds left. They've got to get the spike down. And it seems like they are going to have enough time. No, they don't.
Yeah,
But they
just.
have come down now.
No, they
Redux and
just
John
don't.
QT left alone. It's all on the IGL now. Can he keep the tournament alive? Slow walking his way
And they know he's
forward.
6, they had TP.
Vic and Moose trying to make a final stand. Trying to punch a ticket to Berlin. John has struggled. It's been a rough series for him, but can he show up here? Spotting one, crosshair just a bit too high. On the swings, finds a second. But time is of the essence. He's got to go, and he's got to go now. And Cloud9 know that. They realize
Damn,
it.
nicely done from Vic.
And he waltzes
Okay,
into
C9
his
make
death.
it.
Cloud9 are burning
Yeah, they're
down.
always at these events, man. Yeah, Zeppa looked really good. Vic looked really good. Oxy as always. Mitch did great as well. Like, honestly, they played good.
To that final map.
Moose
of
was a
Rivals'
nightmare as
last
well.
2 rounds,
They
nail
all
biters.
played really well.
A 3v5.